Hi friends, there is a huge opportunity for faith-based and specifically Christian content creators online right now. If you're a person of faith who's also a speaker, a singer, a musician, a rapper, an entrepreneur, or someone building a personal brand based on faith in 2024, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to share the top mistakes I see faith-based creators making and the things that I think we should absolutely stop doing if we want to build a loyal audience in 2024. I want you to make sure to stay to the end of this video because I'm also going to tell you the number one thing that I think creators need to start doing in order to really make a huge difference and an impact in the market. My name is Danielle Torrez, and I've been marketing in the faith-based industry for over 15 years. I have learned so much in my time marketing music, marketing fashion, faith-based films, and another variety of businesses. And I really want to tell you some of the top things that I see that I think really stop people from moving forward online and really building the impact that they want to make as faith-based creators. In this video, I'm going to share a few things from my heart about what is stopping you from building that loyal audience and the things that are stopping you from building into your full potential as a faith-based content creator. If you enjoy this video, will you do me a favor? Go ahead and click subscribe and share this video with someone else who can really benefit from knowing both the mistakes and the steps they need to take to grow a loyal audience as a faith-based content creator. So let's get into it. The number one mistake I see faith-based content creators make is perfectionism. Now, when you think of perfectionism in a normal sense, you would think of someone who takes too much time, overthinks things, feels like everything needs to be just perfect before they release their content. But in the case of faith-based creators, that's not exactly what I'm talking about. Now, sure, that also exists. We're all human, right? But the perfectionism that I want to talk about today is actually that faith-based content creators are often terrified to show any flaw at all. We feel like if we're honest about who we are and the things that are going on in our lives, that somehow we'll be misrepresenting a perfect God by being imperfect beings. And that is just not true at all. Although I do believe that we are here on this earth as believers to image God to the world. That is our job. That is our purpose here on this planet. However, we are not perfect. And our audience does not identify with perfection because our audience is not perfect. So although it might work for a little bit to paint this like beautiful, perfect picture, you have a perfect house, you have perfect music, you have a perfect business, oh, everything's going so great, you may be able to attract some followers with that me marketing for a little bit. But what's going to happen is that something happens in their life and they're out. They don't want to follow perfection anymore because it makes them feel bad. So instead of that, the better way to do this is really to build with authenticity, not perfection, and share your journey with people. Share the joys and share the wins, but also share the losses and the struggles. This is how people are going to connect with you because that's who we all are as humans. We all have highs, lows, good things about us and bad things about us. And when you really open up your life a little bit more and show people the reality of who you are, it's much more connecting and it's something that people want to stick around for long term. The next big mistake I see faith-based content creators make is they mistake any sort of marketing for self-promotion. Now, I believe that there is actual getting the word out about your content creation and there is self-promotion. Self-promotion being all about, look at me, everything that I'm doing is so great. Oh my gosh, braggy, braggy, braggy. And that kind of boastful marketing is just not fun. It's not good. Nobody likes it. It's gross, right? Self-promotion is gross. But I want you to separate in your mind the idea of getting your content out from that idea of self-promotion. Here's why. I talked before in this video about you being an imager of God. So you are made in God's image. And what is the first thing that God told us about himself? He told us in Genesis 1 that he is a creator. And then after telling us that he is a creator, he describes how he made his creation. He's the ultimate storyteller. And then he says he made us in his image, male and female, he created them. So not only is he a creator, but He made us to create. So I think the most effective form of storytelling and the most effective way of getting your message out there is to bring people into your creation. How did you make it? What's behind the scenes? Where did the passion for your project come from? What lessons are you learning along the way? That is truly storytelling, and it's what your audience is going to lean into. So instead of just talking about you are talking to them about the process of creation. And that is how you build long-term with your followers. They want to join you on that journey. They want to be a part of something. When I think about my days as a singer, and I think to this day, who are still my most loyal followers, they're the ones that saw me when I was just a teenager with my sisters, and we were out in a 1979 Chevy van, just 3 teenagers on tour together. And people that know that are still following us to this day because they saw the messiness of trying to build. They saw the messiness of growing and becoming adults and now, having families and things like that. And they followed us along the journey. So don't be afraid to bring people into your story, to bring people along, and then tell them what you've created. So your marketing needs to be a mixture of storytelling posts where you're bringing people in. And then if you're trying to actually make sales, then you're going to need to tell people what you've created. Whatever your content is as a faith-based creator, there comes a point in time where you just have to tell the market about it. And I'm sorry, but it is not gross. The third mistake I see a lot of faith-based content creators make is that they don't do original content. They only copy. Now, there is a place for stitch videos, duet videos, reaction videos, and all of that stuff where you're taking someone else's content and then you're building on top of it. Like if you're a rapper, taking someone's beat and then doing your own version of a rhyme. But imagine that same rapper taking someone else's beat, taking someone else's rhyme, and then re-rhyming it exactly the way they did. Are you interested in that? No. So in the same way, your followers aren't interested in only seeing you copy other people or do a duet video where, someone's saying something profound and you're sitting there like, Have you seen that kind of content? Now, sure, if you're grabbing really interesting pieces of content and you're duetting with it or you're reacting to it, you're going to get some followers, but they're not going to be a loyal audience. They're not going to stay with you long term. If you are a faith-based content creator, then God has given you your own words to say. He has, like I've said several times in this video, made you a creator. So I want to empower you to share your thoughts with the world, your art with the world, your vision with the world, because the things that you have to say are really what's going to separate you from everybody else. So those are some of the mistakes that I see faith-based content creators make. But I promised you, if you stuck around, that I was going to share what I think faith-based creators need to start doing immediately. So here we go. If you're a believer, then I know that you want to honor God with your content. And one of the best ways to do that is to pick a point of passion. So what does that mean? You're like, well, God is my passion. Why can't I just talk about God? Well, you can, but when you put God and a point of passion together, that's really how your audience knows how to find you. What subject are you most passionate about that you can create a whole bucket of videos about? So is it waiting on God? Is it being single and waiting till marriage? Is it marriage, motherhood, and ministry? Do you see where I'm going with this? When you add your topic of passion with your faith, that is really when you see your views increase and you see your viewers and your subscribers increase because they know why they're following and what they should come to you about. For me, I love to help people build. So whether you're a creator, building a personal brand, or building a business, then I'm going to use faith and strategies from the Bible to help you get there. I want you to remember the market is not oversaturated. The market is not oversaturated because someone needs to hear the message that you have on the inside. And so it may be oversaturated if you're just copying, pasting what other people have done, but it's never going to be too saturated for you to share the things that make you authentically you and things that are on your heart as someone who bears God's image. I want to link arms with you and help you as you build out that God-sized dream. So please go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and make sure to watch some of these other awesome videos that I have on my channel, which are all about helping you grow your personal brand into something that is authentic and meaningful. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.